Alrighty guys, so we got the Trx4 here. This is my Trx4. This is actually a Mamba X system. I've also got a Mamba X censored 3800 kV motor in it. Just taking it out right now so it doesn't get in the way while we're working on it. Working on the truck. So then we're going to put this back in. This right here is for the the two-speed gearbox. And then the servo for that is right here. And that mounts on the gearbox right here. So we got to put that on first. That is just 2 screws. Yep, I've already got the screws in here so I don't lose them. That's a good thing to do so you don't lose your screws. Just put them right back in where you took them out from. So the gearbox goes in like that. So, and then that's going to go in something like this. And then that's going to go over into there. So, I'll show you some close-ups of this in a second. First, we are going to take these 2 screws out right here, and right here. These 2 screws right here. Show you. Right there and right there. I can't really pull it away from the truck because it's connected with the servo cable. But we'll get those 2 off, and then I'll show you how to mount it on. Yeah, it's better to put the screws back in where they go so you don't lose them or forget where they go because some of them are different lengths. Yep. Alrighty, we'll get that one off. And then this will go on right here. Let me get this out the way. It'll go in something like this. Hold on. Let me get this cable out of the way. It'll go in here. With a bit of luck. Okay. We just got that on there. The servo wire clips in right here. As you can see, it's got the little clip. And then it routes. I believe it goes right under here and through here like this. Yep. Hold on one moment. Alrighty. Cool. Alrighty. And then it goes under here and it goes right up through here. Yep. Alrighty. Cool. Yep. Alrighty. And then we will feed this in here. Ready? Cool. Yep. Into position. Oh, alrighty, hold on. Yeah, okay, that's in the right spot. We gotta make sure we get the drive shaft in, like so. Okay. Cool. Yep. Like that. Oh. Okay. Yep, drive shaft's in. Okay. We got that in there. We got this in here. And as we can see, that's how that routes underneath because there's space right under there. And then we take this and then there's a screw hole right there. It's a little tight because with my ESC in there, I have to kind of like maneuver it in, but it's all good. I'm gonna use this to push down on this plate here. There we go. Yeah, see I'll show you the lip of this ESC right here. Hold on. The edge of the ESC is a little bit over there, so got to use a little bit of force to get it in there. But then we got it in there. Surprisingly, it comes out pretty easy, so it's not too difficult to get into the gearbox if you ever need to. But it's better if it's sealed. It's good that it's pretty robust. I haven't had any internal gear problems. 1 screw goes in right here. And then one goes in right here. I'll show you in a minute once I get it in there. Or here, let me show you. Point it out to you. Right in here. Right, this hole right there. And all the screws for this, for taking the gearbox out, they're all the same length. They're all this size. So, fairly easy. Don't have to remember where different lengths. It's really easy for these Trx4s. And let's make sure that servo wire isn't getting pinched or anything. It looks good. Let's put it in this little gap right here. Yep. Alright, good. We're in. And we will tighten these up. And there's one right underneath the car that goes in. And this has to go in, and I hope we have enough space. Yes, which we do. Let's put the screw back in here. Perfect. And then we got one more screw to put in right here. It's not that hard to take it out, which is pretty nice, as I said before. Oh my gosh. I'm dropping that, let me put that on here. Okay. Okay. And then we'll get the battery tray back in, and then the motor in, and the spur gear and stuff. I mean, not the spur gear, the pinion in. But first, let's get the battery tray in. Alright, so now we're going to put the battery box back in. And then to do that, basically all you have to do to get this in, you're not going to be able to get it in like going like this. You're going to have to unscrew that. But it's really easy to just put it in like that. Twist. And then you can get it in. Make sure that there's a little bit of slack there. Get this out of the way. I've got the fan unplugged right now because when I go underwater, I don't really want the fan getting messed up. Like so. We're going to have to open this up so we can get our screws in there. That's the 2 screws here and then 2 screws there. One goes right here. It's a fairly long screw, so I'm not going to tighten that up all the way yet. Okay, and then got one more screw that goes right here. Those are just put in loosely. This can still move, but I want to make sure we get those in. Like that, and then you see we got this back in. Okay. Alright, good. No wires are getting pinched. With one more, we'll put that in here. Tighten that up, not too tight, don't want to strip out the plastic. Hey, cool. Close that up, and then we will tighten these up. There we go. And then, there we go. And then we will get the motor in. And we'll get it all connected up, closed up. Okay, so now we're gonna get the motor in. I'm gonna put the pinion on it because I stripped out the old grub screw, so I just took a grub screw out of the stainless steel hardware kit for the Trx4 that I got from Trx4 that I bought a little while ago. I don't have to worry about putting thread locker on it because it's already got it on there. You can probably see. Okay, so we're gonna put this on here. We're not gonna tighten it all the way up, obviously. Just gonna make sure it gets on the flat, because if you tighten it up while it's on the round part, then it'll just spin when you go to. Oh, and I just dropped the motor, but it's all good. Because when you go to start it up, it'll just spin and spin. Okay, I got the pinion on there. It's still getting kind of move freely on there, but I just got it so the motor will rotate on the flat. Okay, and then we're gonna have to set this. I think actually I already got it perfect without even trying to get it on there like that, and tighten that up good. This is stainless steel one, so I don't really have to worry about it stripping out. Alrighty, there we go. Ooh, cool. And we will get our 2 screws on here. These, I've already had to replace them with the stainless steel out of that kit I just showed you with the stainless steel screws, because the standard, just like whatever metal they are, those stripped out. The heads stripped out, so I couldn't unscrew them. I had to drill them out. So I just replaced them with these. And these are a lot better. But as you can see there, they're not magnetic, so it makes them a little bit of a pain in the butt to get on there. Especially when it's deeper down in there, but a little bit of... There you go, and you can usually just get it in there. Cool. And then we'll get the other one and put it in there. Alright, good. Didn't drop them too many times. And then we'll get the last one that goes right up here. That one I left as just a normal one because it hasn't stripped out yet. But if it does strip out, I'll have to drill it out. Hold on. Let me just move that out of the way so I can get it on. But see, it's magnetic, it won't fall out. These ones, the stainless steel isn't magnetic. So it usually will fall out. Okay, that one's good. I'll just tighten up this one. Good. Oh, come on, there we go. And then, good. Let me plug the sensor wire back in. Is that going in right? No. Oh yeah, that's fine. Hi, alrighty. And then we've got to match up the ABC to the ABC on here, because this is a censored motor, it matters. You don't want to melt it. Okay, so ABC. Cool. Going right here. B is this one. The zip tie is kind of in the way. I might have to put a new one and then cut this one off. Put a new one on, but I hope I don't have to. Yep, we're gonna have to. I already got a zip tie ready. Hi. This is just hot glued on. Usually works fine, but zip tie just for extra protection. Because I've had one of them come undone before. Okay. It's all plugged in. I broke the little wire clip thing like this off of here. So I don't really have that, but I might just take it off one of these. Yeah. and it should be fine. Let's see if it's rolling smooth. And high speed. Good, very good, very good. Okay. That is good. See, when we're tightening this up, it kind of puts a little bit of stress right here, but I haven't had any problems with it. We'll just get that tight. We don't want it super tight, but just like a little tight, so we've got something supporting that, and then we will plug this in, and then we are done, repaired and ready to go.